Oh, you've been rolling? Well, this will be, if you guys can quickly get all this B-roll shit, you could get it at the banquet. You could put it up as a screen. This is an interview we had with the guy who finished 4th or 5th in the championship.
This is the guy who finished 4th or 5th in the championship. Nobody really knows. Will Power joins us.
It's all about willpower. That is career win number 42.
This guy knows how to get it done.
Start to finish, it's been smooth, it's been perfect, and it's been dominant.
He went 2 years without a win. Now in 2 months, Will Power's won 3 times.
Will, we have to talk.
Oh, that sounds serious.
It sounds bad, right?
We have to talk.
We were just chatting about that.
Yeah, because if she said we got to talk in Australia, people would be like, okay, what do you want?
What do you want to talk about?
If I said in Australia, if I said we got to talk, it'd be like, oh.
So I find it fascinating that in Australia, in an Australian accent, we got to talk is just we have to have a conversation.
Yeah, we got to talk.
Whatever.
We got to talk. Okay, what's the problem? Yeah, Frank out there,
Yeah, he's parked in front of my yard. I just need to move it. The car.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Frank, he's in front of the letterbox, and I didn't get the.
My paycheck didn't come in.
Yeah,
it's important.
So.
Meanwhile, if you say it with an American accent,
yeah,
you know that it's not a good conversation.
You're probably getting fired.
Right.
Getting broken up with.
Right.
Or murdered. So, yeah.
I feel like usually the murderer doesn't give you the heads up, though.
Probably not.
No.
Although, if we said we got to talk, it's like, well, at least it's not murder. We'll go see him. It's like, yeah, I tricked him. Murdered.
Crafty. How
Yeah.
many people have you murdered?
Oh, I mean,
statute of limitations. So you're
counting,
fine.
what? Counting when I was a
yes.
kid?
Yeah. The juvenile offenses still count.
None. No one.
Good.
I haven't murdered anyone. It's
Good.
crazy.
Have you told, like, your engineer, Dave, or told, like, Roger Penske to make sure that if they ever need to talk to you, to say, we got to talk in an Australian accent so that way you don't get worried that, like, you're in trouble?
Yes.
Okay.
I have said that because there was one time, I think it's Tim Syndic said, we got to talk. Come into the shop, so I was just assumed I was getting fired, so I just called every team in the IndyCar paddock.
You just grabbed all your stuff before you even sat down with
Well,
them.
I said, yeah, I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm up, so can you, have you guys got a seat, whatever, and it caused a big storm, and Tim was just simply wanting to talk to me about
He just wanted your lunch order for the test.
He just wanted to talk to me about design of the suit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Helmet design, colors.
You've got a great fashion sense.
Not this, a race suit.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, both.
Yeah.
You look great in both.
I know.
So, Will, how would you rate your year?
It's a good segue.
Yeah, very linear.
I just wanted to, I need to be serious about this interview. It's
No, you don't.
the most awesome segue ever.
Okay, well, let's segue better.
good.
How did you like your suit this year?
No, go on. No. Just the most insane conversation up to this point to just go, boom, serious. Yeah.
We're going to bounce back, don't worry. It's going to be a whole...
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on,
Will.
Yeah. No, I would rate the year, it was a great year. I'm very disappointed at the end to have really, it was, 10th in Milwaukee where he had the potential to win, while Palou had a bad run. So I still think about that one. It's disappointing. But the seatbelt was just, through your career, you really experience every single sort of, failure that could happen. I got the seatbelt one, which it happened twice actually. After the second time, I was like, man, I probably shouldn't be out here.
Yeah.
See anything obviously wrong with the race car right
The
now?
lap belt.
Oh no.
The lap belts. Remember,
Someone
that
get on
happened to
the lap
A.J.
belt. Somebody get on the
Allmendinger
lap belt,
when
and
he
then
was
we'll
leading the
put
Indy
undertires
500.
on, put the red.
And this is not an easy fix.
A trip to pit lane. This is going to undo his championship charge.
Clear. I have to pit again. The belt come off again.
If I
Something
hit the wall.
happens.
But disappointing because I felt like we had a car that could challenge for the win. As soon as it happened, I just really was about finishing that race because I thought the only way I'm going to make points is through attrition for obviously the other spots in the championship, not the win, but the performance was there, the team was amazing again, and just a disappointing end.
But I mean, the path to, let's call it Milwaukee, right? The last 3 rounds. You put yourself in a position to be fighting with the guy that's got this reputation now of being killer consistent, fast at all types of racetracks, whatever. So let's ignore Milwaukee onwards.
Yeah.
Up to that point in the season, a lot of high points for you.
It was, yeah. I mean, winning Portland in a dominant fashion and beating like that, I feel like that's one of Palou's best tracks, road courses. So
101 laps led. He went 2 years without a win. Now in 2 months, Will Powers won 3 times. Power wins in Portland to keep his championship hopes alive.
To sort of hold him off all day there and win that race, qualify well there. I hadn't had a race like that for a long time, where you lead the whole thing.
Yeah. Start up front, lead it all.
Yeah, that felt very good. Gateway was disappointing, but the race was the most fun I'd had on an oval in years.
Really?
Yeah, incredible race. The second lane opened up.
You would just drive around people. And if someone's getting 100, you would just drive around them. You can get around the outside now.
I thought the package was really good, the downforce level, the tire. It just ended badly on a restart. Every single issue I had this year, every single one except for the seatbelts was on a restart. Every single one.
Really?
Yeah, every sort of bad deal we had go wrong was on a restart. Everyone.
Did you ever consider just not slowing down on the yellows and just staying flat out the whole time and then never have to actually restart?
I would have said something like, had you ever considered just, trying to maintain position? But it went both ways. One, I'd get hit for maintaining position, then, one, it was me making the move, or it was a spin on the restart. It was like, man, you got to go back and review restarts, because had there not been those restarts, you probably would have been absolutely dead even on points or ahead of Palou. It was just a weird circumstance this year on, all those restarts, Gateway, Toronto, Laguna, Milwaukee. It's just like all these big mistakes happen on a restart.
Yeah. So you mentioned, the spin at Milwaukee.
Ready? Go, 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 great. Careful, just save it. No, on the brake. All right, go. You gotta keep it running. Go.
On one hand, obviously, bad luck, bad circumstances, whatever, to have that happen. You spun on an oval on a restart and didn't crash, right? So at that point, is your mindset more like, I can't believe this happened? Or is it, hey, we're still in this?
Oh, we're still in it, spun around, it actually stalled, clutched it, and I'm like, I got one chance to bump this thing, because you have to double clutch with the hybrid now, so you can't just grab one.
Oh, okay.
So you grab both paddles, and then it went, so all right, still in business, went round, got some tires, and then I think the crew chief noticed the wing flapping, so didn't want to take the chance, so that really put us a lap down.
Yeah.
But a 10th place isn't the thing you're looking at, like that lost us a championship.
Right.
You're looking at some of those, like Gateway 18th and Toronto, where you got outside the top 10. Those days are the ones that hurt.
You've been on both sides of championship battles like that came down to the wire. You've come out on top, you've come out on the other side. With the way it all ended at the end of the year, how long does it take for you to kind of digest what happened in 24, get over it, and switch focus to 25?
I think it just stays with you. I think it stays like, you win a championship and it's almost a downer. The fight's over. That's the truth. Yeah, in 22 it was like quite depressing. Like when it was over, I was like, oh, the fight's over.
You missed.
It was a downer. Yeah, the fight. Like you're just continually there. You're in the fight. It gives you just absolute motivation and focus to just get everything right in every aspect. And I reckon when you sort of get close to a championship and you don't win, you've got that going into the next year.
Well, I mean, you won the pit stop award for the year, I believe. The 12 crew was the fastest on pit lane over the course of the year, and you had your wins, you had your poles, you had all the results. But yeah, racing's
I've had that many times. Many times we've been like incredible performance and not a championship. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting deal. It seems to happen to us. Yeah.
Colton Herta, is he a better drummer than you?
I don't know whether he practices much anymore.
Not as much as he'd like.
Yeah,
Told us
he
that.
doesn't really get on the drums very much. It
No,
just
do you
depends
practice
where
a
he's
lot?
at. I mean, I play, quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
He's
play.
in a band though.
Yeah, but I don't think he.
But he was good enough to get there. How many bands have you been?
Yeah, I sat in for a few bands.
I've noticed.
I
Yeah.
always sit in on a band.
The world saw that after
Yeah.
Nashville.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. No, he's. I actually spoke to one of the guys in the band. They're like, we want him to send.
Yeah.
We want to send him electric drum kit or something because he hasn't been practicing.
They were asking you for like some demo tapes?
Basically saying, we're getting rid of him. You're in, Will.
Right, okay. So
Yeah.
he's the inferior drummer. You're the better drummer.
Yeah, that would really get in his head if I took his seat in the
That's what I'm saying.
band.
Maybe that's like an
then,
off-season thing.
then you'd be like the next seat I'm after. You know what that is.
Right, because like he
Just sort
finished
it'd
ahead
sort
of
of
you.
play, be subconsciously in there. He'd be, get to watch it. I mean, he
did beat you.
He took
Beat you in the
my seat
championship.
in a place that I have a tremendous amount of loyalty because they're good friends. And Powell took that seat, so what's he going to do?
Yeah.
And
You
it's
gotta think like
cutthroat
this.
sport like motorsport.
You gotta, it's a mental game. You got to play that mental game.
It is, and that's why I have been whining and dining the band.
Yeah, no, it's good. We've seen, there's been some
Yes.
TMZ photos of you and the
Yes.
Zibs out in California.
New guitars, all sorts of stuff, amps,
Yeah.
everything.
You're buying them new equipment.
Yeah,
That's so,
don't
that's so
say
nice.
anything, but
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, trying to make it look like you're just some, benevolent donor, but there's really an evil angle to this. Who has better hair, you or Colton Herta?
I don't know. I mean, his hair is. It would be interesting if he got the really short side, like clean cut.
Yeah.
He would
But
look-
still long on top?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not like mullet, but just like the.
But yeah, I mean, I think he could. Yeah, he could look cool. He got one faded in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could help him.
I was just gonna say, I feel like you've got some experience doing this.
I could help him.
Do you cut your own hair?
to make? Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell.
Is it good?
It looks like you did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Well, did a great job.
I did do a good job.
You did. Other than the Zibs, if you could sit in on a jam sesh with any band, who would it be?
Ooh. If I did a lot of homework,
Yeah.
you'd like to sit in with something like the Foo Fighters, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, like being able to play some awesome song like Rope.
Okay.
Like if you listen to Rope, like it's very difficult on the drums. Yeah.
How does it go? That one. It's like, how does it?
Yeah. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun,
Yeah.
dun-dun-dun-dun,
Right.
dun-dun-dun-dun.
What are the? Can you sing it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You could do it,
just
man. You don't
like
need any homework.
just like
You
that.
got it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to call Dave?
He's got a few issues right now.
That's true. He's working through some
Yes,
stuff.
he's
We'll
got
maybe let him.
He's got something going
maybe
down.
let him focus.
Yeah. No, I probably
on-
wouldn't call him right now.
What he's doing. Do you care that you came into the last race second and you left in fourth?
Yes.
It bothers you? You're
Yes.
not one of these guys that's like, well, if it's not first, who cares?
It is a little bit of
Kind of?
It's a little bit like if it's not, yeah. But I still am pissed off that you gave up 2 positions along with that. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yep.
How important? Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep.
That's real Australian. Nah. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
very
nah,
Canadian as well. That's why I was laughing. I like it.
Yeah.
So, similar vein, you went in to that last race as the leading Penske driver,
Yeah.
and then Scott just snuck it right in there.
Oh, yeah.
Does that bother you?
Yeah, I mean, all of it, yeah. I mean, you're a competitive person. You want to be the highest finisher in your team, and you want to finish as high as you can in the championship. Yes. Yeah, that stuff is, it's not like losing the championship, but it's again, I was disappointed at the end of the season. Yeah, can't help it. It annoyed me.
Do you prefer to go into the last race as the chaser or the chasee? And let's put this in like an actual scenario, right? Because it's easy to be like, yeah, I'd love to go in with a 40-point lead, right?
Yeah, no.
Let's say it's a 10-point difference.
You want the 10 points.
You always want the
Oh, you always want the point. As many as, you know, it just shows the mentality there, how it can switch. You know, it's almost, you know, it's not realistic to think that way. And it's very difficult. You know, I'll give you an example. You know, we're at Milwaukee, parade laps, Blues suddenly sitting at the end of pit lane.
Yeah.
The whole mentality switches in the team, everything. Like, you know, it went from, we got nothing to lose, you know, let's take a big swing at this, to, oh, hang on a minute.
Now we gotta.
And to me, you can't make that switch. You can't.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to win this race, you know, and I think we should have just swung for it, man. You know, that mentality switches quickly. You can't let it.
It can be dangerous, right?
Yeah,
it's
it's a tough one.
You could be leading by a mile, but they tell you to hey,
it's
lighten up a little bit. We don't need to back off, and then that's when mistakes happen.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's like, you know, you got a big lead. You got no, you won't.
Push.
You don't. You keep the focus. Yeah.
Long off season.
Yes.
How does Will Power spend his off season?
I'm doing a race in the go-kart this weekend.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Good start.
Robopong.
How about? Oh yeah.
I don't even know if they still call it that.
They don't, but everybody does.
just called
It's not
Robopong.
called that, but that's
Trying to get it back and make it big again.
Yeah. So some karting.
Bit of
time with
karting.
fam.
I'll go back to Australia. Going to
Yeah.
film a short film with my brother.
Oh yeah.
He's writing it now. And
Nice.
Do that.
What part are you gonna play?
Actually playing myself.
Well, that's not really acting, then, is it?
Yeah, I know. This is the only part he could give me.
Didn't think you were qualified for anything else.
He said, like, oh, well, we'll give you, you know, we don't want you to have to act, so you just got to be yourself.
He was like, in all honesty, we were gonna cast somebody else as you.
Yeah,
Like, we didn't want
no,
you to do you.
Yes, yeah.
But
It's
he's
like, I'll let you in.
And this is the last thing, we'll end on this. You've had some people have asked, but then you've also kind of had some of your own thoughts on retiring at some point, right? But hang on, let me finish. You said it's crossed your mind at certain points, and then you kind of came back the other way. Obviously, you're still performing at a high level, still fighting for championships down to the last race. I take it that this is not something you're considering anytime soon.
I'm not considering anytime soon. I actually think I can be very fast to 50, even into 50. To be not the saying that I'm going to go that long, but you know, if you don't lose that outright speed and you just keep adding to your toolbox of knowledge in this sport, the mentality, there's just so much that you can't even verbalize. It comes with it, with the age and experience. That you know, you're going to be able to perform for a long time. It's provided you don't lose that top end speed, which
It's kind of your specialty.
Yeah, well, I've kept it
the
there.
pure pace is sort of your thing.
Yeah, but you got to work on it. Yeah. I've never stopped working on it, and if I had, I wouldn't be fast.
Right.
I would be struggling now.
Well, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
50 years old, Will Power will be in IndyCar. Will, congrats on a great season, even though I know you're a little upset about it.
Yeah.
And best of luck for next year.
Yeah. Look, thank you.